Let's dive into the webinar. So today webinar, I would like to welcome trainer Mayur, and he is an AI automation corporate trainer and L&D specialist, and he is a founder of Bitblooms. And with over a decade of experience, he is having a huge experience on building, delivering, and scaling high impact learning programs across the tech like retail and fintech. And he also specialized in generative AI, agentic AI, LLM based automation. Creator Charlie AI, this is in tier 2 and tier 3 cities, and blending deep technical skills with real world facilities. So this is all about Mayur, and he also worked with Apple India, Flipkart, Reliance, and top other brands. So I'm very happy that to introduce Mayur. So this is all about today agenda. That what is AI, generative AI, everyone knows, but still we'll just give a glance and basics of LLM transformer modules, and what is prompt engineering, how to use the case studies, and risk ethics, bias, and everything we will learn today. So this is all about us. So thank you so much for your participant. I would like to inform the participants to interact more with the in the chat box, so that Mayur will come back to you shortly, how he can answer your queries, and then we can take it forward. So thank you so much for your joining. So we hostful. Once again, thank you all for the webinar. Over to you, Mayur.
So thank you so much for inviting me today for this webinar. And this webinar is completely based for a generative AI exercises and workspace. However, we are using in our day-to-day routine. And talking about this webinar, it is in completely open source also, and many people have joined it. I appreciate everybody, and I welcome everyone for this webinar. First of all, before going forward with our webinar, let me share my screen and make sure that everybody are active in this session and will be sharing their queries over to me over the chat, so that I can go through it and I can resolve your questions one by one. Okay. So this is how we are starting with our webinar. Before getting ready for the webinar and the people who have joined us in this session, I would request everyone, if possible, then make a note of the session. Make sure that everybody from the session, those who have joined in, will be looking forward and will be having more in detail about it, right? So let's enhance our skills with AI, and starting about from AI part, like how to enhance our skills, what all things will be covered in the workshop, and what all routines will be there. Before going through that session, before moving to that agenda, let me tell you in brief about the AI. AI is a machine learning algorithm and basically and technique basically which has been used across globe nowadays for performance management, for automating your systems, to automating the tools and other aspect also. So we will be covering a lot of topics in during the session, and I will make sure that everybody are going through it by hands-on experience, as well as I will be teaching you each and everything from scratch. And in today's world of AI, how workspace and how things are upgrading, and according to that, how our attendees and how everybody working professional should upgrade ourselves. So starting with the content, what is AI? How AI fundamentals and prompt engineering, advanced prompt engineering techniques, AI applications in learning and development, and tools. So before moving up with the session, let's have a short story. Let me explain you about a story from one of my client, for one of my where I was working as a consultant in a marketing organization, and there was one of the what we I called as a colleague for me. So her name was Priya, and we were working together on a certain projects. So she was a very hardworking employee there. She had lots of experience in content creation. She used to work hours and hours in designing the content, delivering the content, and making the ad successful. And one fine day, when she got exhausted about from delivering and designing the content, So she came approaching saying, sir, that this work which we are doing in day-to-day life is being got very hampered. Okay, because of the time it is consuming in generating the same content and writing down the script, writing down the content for the videos and all that. So I made her explain about how generative AI can help her in her day-to-day routine. And with the help of the founder and co-founder, we bought some tools in our system, and which next day morning when she joined us back, I gave her the demo about these tools, like how these tools are helping her and how her life will be easy and how productive work can be done. So with the help of these tools, she received an award recently from one of the reputed Times of India group regarding the content creation and the big practices that she have done. Along with that, the content that she have created is been very impactful, and the design and the deliverables, whatever she has done, she has got renowned for also that for that. So this was just a story to share that AI, with the help of AI, how we can make our life better. And with the help of AI, her time consuming, where she used to spend 10 to 12 hours in working at the same department on the same content for hours and hours. So that got decreased time by time, and her efforts also got sometime decreased also. And somewhere her emotionally and her intelligent power of writing the prompts and designing the content got more enhanced with the help of AI. So AI has made her life very easy, and she has been renowned for that. So that's the reason I love to share a story every time, because working hand in hand will always make her always bring productivity and show successful success in life. So that's the basic agenda behind explaining the story. So let's move to our basic topic about what is AI and what is artificial intelligence and how it is performing our aspects. So artificial intelligence, talking about it, it is then kind of a simulation human intelligent process that machines are being allowed to perform tasks and typically require human cognitive functions. AI system can analyze and learn data with the help of machines, with the help of machine learning techniques that we are using in our series, in our sequels. And yes, we, with the help of the AI, there is a brain which has been implanted in the machine, is named as LLM, large language model. So this model is every time required in an LM, in an AI to perform some task, to deliver some task, and some every time to perform some analysis and share you the request for they share you the outcome of the prompt. So that is how the LLM is completely sharing us, helping us in AI techniques and enhancing our skills also. So story was not just about explaining how AI is going to help. Okay, but story was to show how productive and how effectively her work was being done, and how organization are being helped with that. So this concept behind sharing the details are very much easy and very much proactively being explained, because what things happen during the session is not is required to explain what how your skills will be enhanced with the help of AI in your day-to-day routine. So first of all, there her skills were enhanced with the help of writing skills, her speaking ability, her scripting ability, her transcription ability, the pronunciation skills were increased, and her writing abilities were also polished, because the content is what is required in during the content creation part needs to be written every now and then. So the reason behind me to explain the story is how productivity increased with the help of AI, and how we can move forward in our with the help of AI we can move ourselves in the world of agentic AI and generative AI, working closely with us with the help of our tools. So these are some of the tools. Let us have a look about it, and these are renowned tools. So let's see about ChatGPT, how ChatGPT is helping us in our day-to-day routine. About Gemini, we will look about cloud, Google Vertex AI also. We will look about VO3 also. We'll look about cloud as well, how cloud will be performing tasks and making our life easy. Then we have Mistral AI. Mistral AI is again an open source model which has been used, and lots of the people still across the world are using Mistral also as an alternative option. So these are a few of the tools. Along with that, I will help you explain how the fundamentals are there. So talking about the basics of AI. So this is very important factor for everyone to teach, to go through it. That AI, talking about the history, AI has been not been trending from now, like from not been from 2023 onwards. The foundation of the theoretical concept has been kept as a history in 1940 during the time of data testing, during the time of neural networks and groundwork of machine intelligence has been started. 1956 onwards, if we look about the field, so Dartmouth conference was arranged, and in that we have seen that there were remarkable progress and intelligence was being shown. In 1970 onwards to 1980, AI Winter, they slowed down the progress and unmelted the expectation, which led to findings and led to the improvement. And yes, 2000 onwards, we started learning on deep learning, data, big data, GPUs, and growing applications which are correlated to the AI. So AI is not just a machine learning model or how machines can help us intelligently in our day-to-day routine. It can be used in different types of segments also in our day-to-day task also, and which can make our life easy as well. So this is the just a foundation just that I'm looking to explain everyone so that history is what is required to know some topics about some details about the AI that it has been from 1940 onwards, and in 2025 we are sitting on generative AI, generating images, generating the text, helping us in writing the prompts, helping us in delivering the complete set of different types of modes of images, textual generation models, writing down the essays, writing down the PDF, writing down the different types of scripts. So everywhere AI has been helping out. Nowadays, if we talk about the use of AI in different industry, then there is in banking also we require financial modeling, which has been done with the help of AI. Then with the help of businesses, there are businesses like in architect firm, there is been 3D texturing modeling been done with the help of AI. There are different types of models which are being used with the help of different sources and which are generated for 3D modeling also. Transformation has been done. So how generative AI is working currently? It is working on the networks and creatively outputs. There are different industries. They are using training. They are training their models on large data sets. They are designing their model with the architectural ways of Gen and Wen, transforming the abilities to enhance the capabilities of the person, generating mechanisms, fine tuning the controls. So these are all the sets which how generative AI is working currently closely with the organization in improving their skills and improving the skills. So moving to hands-on, it is explanation will always be theoretical rather than practical. And moving to hands-on is always required because hands-on tools, once you go through it, if you start looking at how the use of AI has been done on day-to-day routine and in the day-to-day part, then it will be very easy for everyone to listen and explain each and every tool in detail, because this is the part where everybody will be using these kinds of tools in their day-to-day workspace. And with the help of workspace, our day-to-day life and productivity will be also increasing. This is the important factor for everyone. So let me present you, let me start with having some of the tool. So this is one of the renowned tool which is named as ChatGPT. We use it on day-to-day basis. Knowingly or unknowingly, there are different types of models and different types of functions that we use in this tool called as ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is having a complete different set of functions which are being trained on, and this is a very open source model named as OpenAI large language model, and which is having presets of data. So what all things we can do with the help of ChatGPT? We can draft the email. We can ask GPT to draft a kind of a report, summarize the explanations, understand we can learn lots of things with the help of how to build the LLM model, how to look at the LangChain principles, how to explain people about the AI. We can learn lots of things. We can also learn the topics of different types of modeling, programming, texturing. Then we can also develop different types of tools with the help of AI. But AI is not just for the conversational part. So in ChatGPT, this is not only for conversational thing. As apart from conversation, we can also use this as a model in which an agentic framework is working completely. Okay. If you see with the presentation part, Nowadays, earlier we were only used to get the outline of the presentation, and we were the one who used to create each and everything from the scratch in the PPT or in the Google Slides. But nowadays, yeah, PPTs are also created in GPT as well. And this is the example which I've created. So I've asked to make a PPT on future of AI. It has given me an outline, and these are the slides which I have asked to generate it. So this will be the slide one. Again, this will be the slide two, like how globally landscape is happening. And this is completely free, and we can use it. And with the help of this, we can generate a complete overview as well. So this is how ChatGPT is helping us in our day-to-day routine to generate the slides as well, to use different programs also, and to explain how the principles are working in ChatGPT. Along with that, we can also help ChatGPT to make the forms, Google Forms. Have you heard about the forms? So this is an internal builder which is been we are using for to generate the Google Forms as well. So not only Google Forms, it is then correlated with different extensions which are being created inside GPT. Then there is Canvas extension which is created. We can monitor our scores as well. If you have any report with the help of API, with the help of keys, you can use ChatGPT 4.1 new model. So if you see, there will be a new model described here. So this is ChatGPT and this is ChatGPT Plus, in which there will be a 3.0, 4.1, and 4.0 model, which will be visible for everyone, and everyone can use it on day-to-day basis. It has option of tools like thinking for more than a minute, like for 15 minutes. Deep search will be for 5 minutes. Then we have image search option, image generation option also. So with the help of tools, like I can generate the image also, create a or So here I will use this tool name as image generation tool. And yes, this is the model which is named as DALI 3, which was an individual model earlier, and now it is being owned by ChatGPT. So with the help of this image generation model, ChatGPT helps us in designing and developing these types of AI generated images. And these images are nowadays being used in lots of purpose, like for training purpose, for educational purpose, for even for content part also. AI generated models are used, AI generated images are used. Along with this, if you look about, if I talk from a perspective from ad generation, content creation, this models will be required there as well to summarize the graph. Even if you have a larger set of amount of data to summarize the graph, you can also take help of the chat GPT and other different models and generate your graphs as well from here. So there is linear equation and other different types of machine learning techniques which are being followed in this. And yes, we have been through a trend named as Ghibli, right? Every time, whenever it was a phase where the OpenAI machines, OpenAI GPUs were melting, that time people were crazily creating these types of images, and that brought again a number of users in ChatGPT to generate these types of images. So till the time image is creating, I will take you to the next part, which can help which will help ChatGPT in creating some legal technical parts also. So ChatGPT is not just only to create the images or create the slides. It can also write down your 500 lines of a codes if you want. If you want, and if I want to build an application. So yes, ChatGPT will help me in generating an HTML code also, along with the preview of the sandbox in which all the codes were written. And with the help of this, I can run my code down to my systems with IDE or VS, and I can make the codes. So it is more about code. And if I want to learn this app successfully, I will just copy the code and paste it in my terminal, paste it in my IDE in VS Code, or in different types of apps which I'm using, like Cursor, Windsurf, or any other IDE tool which has been there. And I can execute this code and I can run my calculator successfully with the along with the visualization part. So this is how ChatGPT helps us in writing the code. ChatGPT can also help you in, in creating your good front end also. If you want, then I can show you create a website. So creating an website HTML overview along with the codes, ChatGPT will help you in these things. If you move to ChatGPT Plus, you will get in sandbox features also, which will be implemented during the implemented, and it will show you a preview also of the code, whatever is written. You can immediately, on the basis of that, you can make the changes, and you can prescribe to the changes that are made, right? So ChatGPT will help you in generating images like this. This is one of the image which ChatGPT has generated. So this is what the image that is ChatGPT has generated. This is an AI generated image. Along with that, ChatGPT will help you in writing down the lines of codes. We saw the PPT presentations that ChatGPT is creating. What else ChatGPT can do? ChatGPT can help you in advising you legally also. So what if you want to write a notice, or if you want to share an email which sounds in a legal way, or in different types of consulting part. So ChatGPT is the best consultant for you, which will help you in guiding all these things. Even astrological parts also, ChatGPT will help you in sharing these things. Like astrologically, what is the month, what is the graha dasha, and what all things we ask as an astrologer. Same similarly, we can ask to the ChatGPT as well. There is a function which is named as voice mode. You can talk to ChatGPT like a human being, like a person, if you're talking to it. So now this function is in paid version, right? But if you want to use it as a function, then you can move it to ChatGPT Plus. Otherwise, we have a tool named as Gemini, which is then Google tool. So yes, moving to part Gemini. So this can, if you are using it on smartphone, you can have a live conversation, like you are speaking to your neighbor, you're speaking to your colleague. That type of live conversations you can have with the Gemini. Along with this, Gemini is an model of Google, which has been having 2.5 Flash, 2.5 Pro, and there are different models. So in when we are using AI as an LLM model, so LLM models are not only online or cloud-based models. There are offline models also which are present and can be used without internet as well. So this is what just an explanation that I'm showing. So this is Gemini, and yes, we have an offline model present with us, which is named as Gemma. Okay. So Gemma is a deep mind model which can be used offline also in your LM Studio. Along with that, you can use this model in Olama as well. Also, you can use it in different types of for production pages. For if you want to develop any product program which will be offline, and if you are using it for your organizational purpose, you can use Gemma offline and encrypt the LLM model, and you can start using it on day-to-day basis. Also, there is a rack function for internal data encryption also, which for to prevent data from the organizations. You can use offline models, and you can use the rack function also, and correlate it together, and you make the use case in your basic in your day-to-day routing as well as in your organization also. And you can make this easy to your teammates, your colleague also, so that this is an offline model which can be used without internet as well. So these are two models, and not just this, Gemini helps us in lots of other things also. There is a different model named as VO3. I will show you a demo also of VO3, because what and where VO3 will be helping us, I will explain you that as well. So let me share my updated screen. So here we are at text to image and image to video generation model. So this is the new model of Google, which has been launched to generate different types of videos related to text. It will help. It will help content creators. It will help lots of organization in designing their content accordingly. In training purpose also, it will help. Let me show you a demo. I have tried creating some of the videos. So if you have a good prompt, see, I tried creating a small video just for explanatory purpose in
Okay,
which
so let's walk
LangChain
through a
framework is
basic
explained,
LangChain workflow together.
right?
We
So this types of frameworks can be explained with the help of this videos also. This is the image text to image generation model which has been used. Along with that, yes, we can create different types of models. So this is what the basic prompt is required every now and then to use these types of models, right? What is the prompt I have given? I have given a prompt name, just an imaginary and fun living prompt that I have given. God of War Kratos and Thor fighting in the garden, and Iron Man dancing, looking at the dance. Okay, and here, this is what the image generation model has come, what created. So image generation model has completely uh, went forward and created an extra imagination, very excited and very powerful what we called as video of Iron Man clapping towards Thor and Kratos, and this is how we can create an description also for this image. Along with that, we can, if you want, you can create your product advertisement also with the help of VO3 course. So not just this, VO3 is not just limited for this. We can extend their part also. So I can create a scene by scene complete sequel also of the video. So from here, flow is there, and flow I can add the video. So VO3 is limited and restricted for premium users also pro. And if you are a student and if you want, so this was my earlier video which I tried creating it on 11th. And if I want to start with the new function, so that time I will generate a video. Same video will take it from here. So this is the part one. This will be the part two, which will be created. And yes, with the help of VO3, we can create a sequel of the scene as well. We can extend our video to next part also. And there will be no character change. There will be the same character which will be playing the role in the video. And just to tell how the characters are looking, how to characters should be working next time in next time in next scene. You have the generate tool option of generate video text. Also, you can write the frame by frame functions. Also, integrate your videos with another video as well. So this is how Gemini and different model like Vertex AI and we called as an LM Studio, Google AI Studio, are closely working in developing these types of content as well. So this is a complete different overview for an LLM, for a function, for an organization which are there into marketing, which are there into content creation and all that. But as we are going forward in day-to-day routine and we have a busy schedule across, as we are looking for lots of automation. So AI is not there only there for automation, right? We can also use AI for customizing and automating our work as well. So how we can use AI for customizing and automating our work? Let me help you with another tool named as NPM. So what is NPM? What is N8N? And how N8N is working? Till the time our Google, okay, SQL 1, SQL 2 is ready. So this is our first sequence. And similarly, there will be a second sequence which I need to add in my second scene. Okay, if I want to make the frame to video, if I want to integrate two videos accordingly, or if I want to make a flow of this video, so I will just immediately add a scene here. So as this is the frame one and this is the scene one which I have created, here will be this will be the second scene based on our previous characters, based on our previous framework. Second scene will be implanted accordingly. And yes, there are lots of other things also that as a user, as an day-to-day worker, we in a working professional and world of AI is required. So this is another tool named as N10, and this is very important tool and very useful tool for our working professionals and HRs and lots of other functions also for operations people to automate their workforce. So automation will be not just in one part; it will be in different types of ally as well. So N8N as a node function which has been connected every time with your credentials and which will help you in sending the bulk emails on frequent basis. So this is one of the node which I have created just to explain about how N8N works. So this is what is my Google Sheet data. Let me show you this. So credentials is 100% required every time. If you don't have the proper credentials present in your system, you need to again go back, sign in to your Google Sheets and get the credentials working. So my credentials are connected and here let me fetch the data. So this is my Google Sheet which I have created it. Let me show you the sheet. This was for my last training, which the last workshop which I have conducted on Google Sheet. So these are having somewhere around 200 users data who have joined my last session. So if you want to verify, so this will be number one, which is his name is Harendra, and here similarly in the sheet one also you will find the same data present. So what is the agenda behind automating this shoot? So on daily basis, whenever a person fulfills the Google Forms or add data in his system, so every time he won't be writing down or we won't be customizing every time his mail or sending a mail to individual person on day-to-day basis. So this helps in bigger organizations which require these types of tool to send bulk email on day-to-day basis, kind of job alerts, to look at the data of the person who have filled the job forms related to your referrals. If anybody, if you are sending an execution mails and that type of things. So here I'm just figuring out the data. So this is the value from one. I will just push down the data and I will segregate the data in proper format in true and false. I will validate which are the proper email IDs which are given in the segment, if it is whether it is true or whether it is false, if the email IDs are properly sent or not. And yes, then I will push the trigger with the help of the this is my prompt that is written already. This is the pre-written, pre-given email ID that has been all email description that has been already created, and just I need to push down the name from here. And yes, this type of email will be sent to the person whoever is there in the system. See, whoever is there in the mail ID. So his mail ID will be mentioned here. His mail ID will be auto populated immediately. And once I create this mail ID, so let me send email and show you the live how things are working. So this is my Google Sheet in which all the data is present. You can say the first name is Narendra, which is there in the node which has been already used. The same name is there here. The first name is Narendra, and the same Google Sheet data it has been fetched. And this is the last name which I have added. It is 200 names are there totally. See, this is the last name that I've added. And I will just change my mail ID and try sending an automated systemized mail. And this I can use on hourly basis. This I can do on a monthly basis. This if you want, I can do on minute basis. So till the time I am pulling down the trigger on my data and refreshing the data set, look at the flow. So this is how the flow ends. This is the first scene which was there in the video, and immediately the second scene came. But here the
Break it
characters
up.
got changed. So I need to. So here the characters got changed. Again, I need to edit the scene. From here itself, I will just give a revised prompt. If I don't want to change it, I will just revise this prompt to VO2 without audio and select the frame. So here I will change the characters. So the tool behind showing this is what a scene builder by frame. The scene builder will help us in enhancing the how generative AI will help us in building down the scene by scene video also. So this can be not just used to generate these types of images or these types of video. You can take help in generating your promotional content for your product. If you have a good product and if you have a good interface of other products, and you want to make the quality, if you want to design a quality content for this type of for your product, you can use this type of scene by scene sequels. Also, you can use flow for sequencing the complete scene, and you can use BO3 to generate these types of videos as well. I tried creating one of the video for one of my marketing client. He wanted to see few of the things that how in ad campaign promotional videos for LED TVs will be there. So I tried creating few of them. So these are the prompts that we used, and with the help of these prompts, we can. So this is another prompt that I'm using, and I'm generating a video also. So this VO3 tool and we call as Flow, which will help us in creating these types of content, these types of videos, which will help us in designing, delivering the promotional videos also, promotional content as well. So coming back to our node, so here in NA10, I had just streamlined my mail ID and I have got the updated mail ID here. And just I have to send the email, pre-decided, pre-drafted email along with mail ID, along with subject and everything that I've drafted already in this. And that's it. The email is sent. From here, I will just check my mail ID. So output is yes and bingo. Once I refresh, I got the email that I've written. Hi, Mr. Mayur Prabhune. Why? Because there was no mail. So it considered my email ID's first two letters as in my first name. And then it sent an automated email, which has the proper link of YouTube channel, which has the proper LinkedIn profile name and everything. Whatever as I've drafted, I've used it. Okay. So this is just a tool that I'm explaining you to use in your day-to-day professional use as well. Okay. Along with this, for working professional, along with organizations, I have another NA10 node which is created. So these nodes are there in the on the NA10 side. You can use a marketing campaign also. You can create AI generated videos also with the help of these contents, and you can streamline your marketing team You can create their plano, you can create their KPIs, you can ask them to schedule a weekly, monthly, and daily basis of what we called as images and social media post and social media execution part as well. Even you can do it on LinkedIn, you can do it on X, you can use it on social media like Facebook, Instagram, and you can boost down your campaign as well, and you can increase your brand visibility. So content part was the one which I really like to explain everybody, because these tools are very much helpful. So
No,
this was
can
the
you
video.
try and clear?
So yes, so this was the prompt that we added, and this was the output for
What
the
a
elevator
catch!
trend.
Unbelievable.
So this types of promotional videos, if I have an accurate prompt, if I give an accurate prompt in the system, so the video according to different angles also and everything will be
Hello.
shown. Yeah. Okay. So I got some queries also and some questions also. Few of our participants are writing how to create an NA10 program. So NA10 is an application which can be installed in your terminal. This is secured app, and yes, it uses your system memory. It will be in your system. It is not a cloud-based app. If an enterprise is looking for cloud-based option also to execute through their network, then you can use this NA10 as well. And if you want to look at the scene like step by step, if you want the functions like how to install NA10, how to get the nodes and all that, everything will be there on the NA10 website. You can go visit the website and you can get whatever information is required is available there. So this is the part that I'm explaining. See N8N. So these are the different types of templates that you get in N8N. And N8N has different types of template. Like as we use an old school process name as mail merge, or also to send the bulk email along with attachment and everything, we use that type of process, which is being quite lengthy and required lots of efforts as well. But N8N is very simple way to create a node and just to send down the step-by-step process. Right? If you want to add a node also, you can add it from here and you can execute the task. So these all nodes are there present in this. If you press on add, there will be here an agentic from framework for database, framework for core AI. If you want human intervention, so that also will be present here. So everything is there in N8N, and it is just a type like how we are using it, how human loop is using it, how triggers are being processed, and everything. So this is like the action that I have performed earlier in my previous node. If you see, so this is the Google Sheet, and if I go here and I type here Google Sheet, so there are different types of Google nodes will be available, like Google Ads, Google Chat, Google Doc, Google Books, Drive, and Google Sheet. Yes, it also can access your Google Drive, and from Google Drive, if you want some data, it can fetch the data also. If you want to implant some data in Google Sheet with the help of forms, that also can be done. And if you want to customize your node to give an AI generated messages also, that also is possible. Like a chatbot, you can use Node as a chatbot as well. And if you want some what templates, then these types of templates I have already created it. I have posted it. This is for HR experts to so this one of the form which is not, I've not just added my credentials here, but this form is for basically to, this is a Google form which on the basis of Google form, all the CVs that are created, all the CVs that we got will be uploaded to the Google Drive node, and from that the data which is required according to my requirement will be extracted. From that, personal data will be kept separate in the Google Sheet. The qualification will be kept separate. It will be then merged here in combined way. Like if I've given some restrictions, like if I have added some data sets like in JSON format, if I have given some restrictions like to string the 14 plus years of experience, to look for the MBA candidate or that type of things, then I can customize it, and I can make it by the merging it, and profile also will be added here. And whatever the basic requirement is there, here is my LLM model, which will be helping them to extract the data and which will be helping them to summarize it. So this is kind of an agentic framework which is being used with the help of the AI. So Agentic and AI together combination builds a complete set of an automation system. Okay, so one system can do multiple tasks. One agent can help you in lots of things. So similarly, there is in deployment sectors also, deployment strategies also. In LangChain, if you see, there is multi-agentic model also, there is single agentic model also that is being used. And apart from that, if you want to look for different data, there is a voice agent also that is being added. So see, this is an single email agent that I've added. So this is the chat window that I've created. Open the chat, and if I want the chat bot to be running live on my website, on my portal, or for my internal communication also, this chat bot, with the help of AI and with the help of my LLM model, I am giving the data input from here, and the LLM model will be responding. So everything is possible nowadays with the help of AI, agentic AI, and framework of Gemini. These things can be made, and just a set of proper knowledge is required, and the way how the tools are being used. But if you want to learn such things, you can connect with Pioneer Business Solutions and get the trainings arranged for these types of models as well. Uh, this was just an overview of execution strategies also. If people, and there are lots of people and there are lots of organizations which required, we call as VS codes and nodes, and we required and programming functions also there to be used in our system. So for development purpose also, AI is been rapidly changing, and as I have already working on this agentic framework and developing certain things, so let me show you that as well. So how AI will help us in developing and deploying the projects, creating the apps, building, helping our programmers, helping our developers in generating lots of things as well. So this is my VS Studio VS Code subject, and these are the agents that I have configured here. So this is the root code. Then there is an GitHub Copilot. So this is the Copilot function which has been there. If I ask to summarize the function, so this will summarize the function as well. So this is the framework which I've created it, and along with the architecture, along with the architect part, with the help of AI, and I've asked to summarize it. And what it shows is like it is an agent development kit which I'm developing for my internal project. So what all things are being properly created, what all things need to be implemented, what all things should be added more. Everything, it will summarize it, and it will give me an outcome from there as well. So this is how it looks like. So this is the core architect of my project. If I'm just asking it to summarize my project, so it is summarizing my entire project, looking at each and every files, going through each and every document, going through each and every MD files, JavaScript, CSS file, everything, and it has created a long more than 500 lines of project documented, like how and what all things are integrated in this. Along with this, if I want to build something with the help of the AI, so I can use this model only as well to create the codes, the what we called as Python code, we called as Java code, whichever code is required. I can ask the AI also to create it, and I can build a full stack application from front end, back end, and everything. It's just it is required that how the framework and how the options are being worked, and how automation and tools will be helping us on a day-to-day basis, right? And moving to next part, I've seen that there are lots of questions. Yes, we can help give you more examples also, but as we have time limited and constant, so entire NA10 cannot be explained. But yes, I will make sure that from business finance solutions also, we can, if required, we'll be arranging another session too regarding the NA10 as well. Okay, so moving to our another tool. So this was just a few tools that I have showed, but our offline model, our offline AI generation model tool is still empty, and that is still needs to be explored, because every time using it on online and moving it from free to paid subscription basis, and going from the what we called as subscription model to an offline model. So we have offline tool as well, named as LM Studio. This is the meta tool, which has been used in lots of organization for offline purpose to encrypt their data, to customize the certifications, and to automate their workflows as well. So here, this is the tool named as LM Studio, in which I have used this Gemma 3 model, which is of 12 billion, which is on 12B parameters. It is of 8 GB. I have offline downloaded it, and it will similarly work like in ChatGPT for me. But my data, whichever data I have used, whichever data I am using from my system, will be encrypted, which will be kept safely in my system as well. And this is an offline model, so data cannot be transmitted outside as well. I can use it offline. I can turn off my Wi-Fi, and I can use it as well, right? So moving to just an explanatory part. Yes, this is a heavy model. It is an 8 GB model. Use your RAM as well. But just to show you as a prompt how the prompts are working and how things we can do it. See, what is capital of France? It will give me an example. Yes, this will not hallucinate because it has been properly trained. But sometimes, yes, the AI and products, AI models hallucinate sometimes because of daydreaming, because they are having that what we called as this LLM is programmed in that way that sometimes they use their internal extensions also, internal search engines agents also to scrap down the data which has been trained. But if you have a proper agentic framework which has been implanted, the hallucination and that type of techniques will be stopped. So this is what it is working offline. It has been given me the answer properly. Even if I ask to draft the email, so it will again create a draft for me and it will give me a proper drafting format as well. So this is the offline model that I'm showing, which can be used in our system, in our database as well, in our offline with our laptops as well. This laptop doesn't require that type of configuration, but LLM models can be used. Also, you can take the help of offline models to create your chatbots for internal communication. You can help you create the chatbot for HR working framework as well. You can use it in your HRMS also, which will be streamlining your data use, which will be streamlining your policies also, and which will help the employees to get knowledge about the policies also. It also helps us in operation purpose also to understanding the business numbers from the CRM to get the data output from related to the core things, whatever we are using it. So this is how the LM Studio and other AI performs the task. Okay. So they are trained on large data sets. There are different types of data sets on which they are trained. So that's why it is that much capable to give me an explanation of option one, option two, and along with that, it will also give me and a tool. It will also give me and complete a different overview of how the mail should be written, how the tone of the mail should be there, whether it should be traditional workspace, whether it should be completely good atmospheric workspace. It should be formal tone. It should be casual tone. That type of frame, types of things also. The Gemma framework of LLM will be helping me. So three options. Why? Because if it is a formal tone, I can send it in formal way. But if you have a proper prompt, if you share the proper prompt in proper way, it will give you the answer in that way as well. So this type of different types of models are you can download offline. This is the heavy model that I'm using. That's why it is taking time. But similarly, if you use small models like DeepSeek, then there is Quen, then there is you can use another tool. This is an LM Studios tool that I'm using, but you can use Olama also. Olama is also an offline model which will help you in designing, creating the similar kinds of things as well. Okay. So moving back from LM Studio, till the time LM Studio is writing, LM Studio is creating the contents. So we will move back from them and we will look at another tool. Basically, this is another tool named as Make. Most of them I have heard about N10, but Make is another tool which is being again used for similar automation techniques. So let me sign in and share you. So similar, it will be similar to that. Getting started. Again, nodes and everything should be created from scratch. And there is a complete framework also. And to create this types of nodes, so this is one of the node that I have created it here in N10. So if I want to create this type of node, or if I want to get an detailed explanation about this node, I can take help of the ChatGPT also, and I can ask ChatGPT to create a complete outline for the N10 node, to kind of a voice automation, call automation, and other that as well. So this is again a website which has been used to use like an N10 to auto for workflow automation. Then there is from content, from text, from image, video generation. We will be moving down to voice generation as well. So how voice generation techniques are nowadays being used in different types of organization to automate their frameworks, to automate their what we call as customer service process, customer service, customer what we call as sales process. Lots of time I've seen you might have got calls from different types of vendors talking about the products that they are looking to sell, like flats, they are looking to sell like land, shops, or anything else. So here is one of the process that I will show you in detail. So this is a calling agent, and which can be connected
Hi,
with
how can I
N10
help you
node.
today?
So yes, this is a calling agent. It can be connected with N10 node as well, and you can talk to him like a human, and you can use different types of voices also. So here in 11 labs, there are some credits of 10,000 credits that you get, and you can. So this is what one of the voice. Let me tell you in Hindi.
क्या हाल है? चाय का कप उठाओ और बैठकर सुनो। बातें जब इस आवाज में होंगी तो सुकून सा लगेगा।
I hope you everybody have been hearing these voices. So there are different
आप
different
वॉइस
types of
ओवर,
voices also.
कहानी कथन और आकर्षक बातचीत के लिए यह आवाज आपकी सबसे अच्छी पसंद होगी।
So yes, I can use this in my telecalling agent, and I can ask the framework to work accordingly. So I have created one of the agent in calling process, and let's talk to it and explain. Let's understand how it is currently working.
Hi, how can I help you today?
Hi, Helly.
How can I help you today?
Can you help me in understanding the weather today?
I can only answer questions about 11 Labs products and services. I cannot provide information about the weather.
Okay, what all services do you have?
We offer a variety of services, including text to speech for generating audio from text, voice changer, which converts one voice into another, and a sound effects generator for creating custom sound effects. We also have Studio, formerly known as Projects, for long-form content creation, dubbing for translating audio and video, and a conversational AI platform for building voice agents.
Can you explain the same thing in Hindi to me?
I am sorry, I cannot speak Hindi right now. Would you like me to list the services again? I can also provide.
So yes, this was an English agent that I have called, but here I have created another Hindi agent also for support function and mindful work.
Hey there, I'm Alexis from 11 Labs Support. How can I help you today?
So hi, I need your support. Can you explain me in Hindi what all services do you have?
Nista. Absolutely, I can explain our services in Hindi. To make sure I cover everything you're interested in, could you tell me a bit about what you're hoping to achieve with 11 Labs? For
Yeah, I'm looking
example,
for
are you interested in
I'm
creating?
I'm looking for bill payments and technical support that is provided.
I understand you're looking for information about repayments and technical support. Just to clarify, are you asking about the payout system for voice library earnings, or is there a different type of repayment you're interested in?
No, I
Also,
just want
what kind of technical support?
whatever you told me, explain the same thing to me in Hindi.
Okay, no problem. So, I can provide information about repayments, specifically regarding the payouts for voice library earnings, and I can also assist with technical support. Does that sound right?
Yeah, explain me in Hindi.
जरूर बिल्कुल मैं आपको हिंदी में स्नेहास Hey there, I'm Alexis from 11 Lab Support. How can I help you today?
So yes, just a second. My agent is talking to me, but it has some. Okay, so SDK is not properly set, so that's the reason the Hindi conversation was not happening. But we have other different types of languages also in this, and we can, with the help of these languages, we can use Hindi as a language. We can use Tamil. We can use Telugu, and also just let me add Hindi and let's look how it is. French is there, English is there, Tamil is there. This is an additional language. Okay. And see, this is how the translation will be looking like, and this is how the explanation that it will be sounding. This is the prompt of explanation. If you give a proper overview to that agent,
हेलो, हाउ कैन आई हेल्प यू टुडे? नमस्ते, आज मैं आपकी किस प्रकार की सहायता कर सकती हूँ?
मुझे एक अपॉइंटमेंट बुक करनी है मेरे दोस्त रूहान के साथ.
निश्चित रूप से, क्या आप मुझे बता सकते हैं कि आप किस तारीख और समय पर अपॉइंटमेंट बुक करना चाहेंगे?
So this is how agents are helping us. If you give a proper tool and proper overview about the agents, so with the help of N10, I have created another agent as well. And here, this is a voice calling agent which will help in automating the chat process. So this is again a VBook that I have formed, and this will be again creating a complete set of conversation which will be keeping a record in Google Sheet, and also will be sending the reminders if required, even if I want to add something name as Google Calendar or something like that. So that also will be created and appointment will be booked. So this is a chat process which I have completely made it automatic. So these types of agents, this type of tools will help you in your day-to-day routine, and which will make your life easy. And also in corporate world, as of now, people are still more interested about understanding about GenAI, how GenAI tools will be working, how agentic AI frameworks will be working, and how tools can help us in our day-to-day routine and help us in enhancing the productivity. So these all tools are there from the frameworks point, like generating the video, generating the audio, generating the text, using it for workflow automation, using it to develop codes, using it to breach the processes, and add some new layers in security purpose as well. Even nowadays, if you look at the functions like if you if you generate a AI generated image and AI generated content, there is a CR certification which is required, which is being automatically added to your what we called as to post, which is showing that the CR certification is required. Let me show you the certification, how it looks like as well. So this is how whenever you share any social media post or if you share any AI generated content over LinkedIn, over Facebook, over anywhere, So this type of CR, name certification, will be visible. This is a content credential in which it is showing that AI was used in generating this type of image. The app and device is being used using ChatGPT, and content credential issued by OpenAI. So this type of content credentials are being shown every time nowadays on the OpenAI frameworks and the models, or the images or the content or text or anything is generated related with the help of AI. So it helps us in understanding how this frameworks, how this processes, and how the product is being using on a day-to-day basis. So use of agentic AI, use of generative AI is very much common in nowadays in day-to-day world, but knowing proper tools and knowing how to use it is the important part. If you know it properly, if you can use it properly, you can make 100% change in your life as well, and you can increase your productivity in your in your workspace as well. So that is how we are moving to our next part. If there are any questions, so we have shared a feedback link also in the chat window, and you can go through the link as well. You can scan the QR code, and you can share your feedback as well. Right. So here we come down to the topics and the tools. I will be sharing you the detailed overview of the tools as well. From the Pioneer Business Solutions will be sharing the detailed overview of the tools as well, the process and the overview of the tools, how the tools are being used, the step-by-step guide, how to install it, how to use it, and how the processes can help you in streamlining your workflow. So moving to our last tool, let me share you my screen and let me show you how it will be working. So it is a GitHub Copilot, and that will be helping us in day-to-day routine. Yes, it is a paid tool, but if we look at in a proper way, and if we look for yes, and if we look for proper guidance, and if we properly follow all the steps, so it can create wonderful applications also. And this tool is there in your VS Code to summarize your code generated prompt. And here this tool is named as Code. There is Clean AI. These two are the agentic frameworks which are being properly set. So similarly, with the help of your prompt, it will enhance your capabilities. It will enhance your speed of generating codes. It will enhance your if you give you it will give you a structural overview. So let me show you one. I'm just creating a structural overview. So I've given the prompt of enhancement, what all things can be enhanced in the current workflow in the current app as well. So if I'm not aware about it, so it will list me down the name of tools and all the things what are available and properly how things are added in this. So there is an tutorial capacity, there is a development kit, there is a voice tutorial, media generation, enhancement, everything is there. So what all things to be done and what all things to be there in the to-do list, that will be given. And if we move to code writing mode, it will start executing your process and it will help you in building the applications as well. So this is just a tool that I'm sharing with you, each and everybody. So this is giving me a detailed overview of the app, and this is how GitHub and Copilot. So this has been used with the GitHub Copilot APIs, which are been configured in GitHub. So this you can check it here. VS Code LMP, and this is Copilot. And if I sign out from here, my Copilot extension will be ended and my API will be crashing. My API not, there will be an error which will be showing that you cannot generate the further course. So that's how the agentic framework currently is working in our day-to-day routine, is helping us in lots of things. It is helping us in building lots of project also. And it helps us in see, this is the to-do list that I've created. So it will analyze the architecture form, it will identify the opportunities, it will review the technical skills, how the UI, UX, AML infrastructure has been developed, that everything it will review it and it will give me a complete overview. So these types of tools help us in enhancing our capabilities, enhancing our productivity, and it shows us a new way of how, with the help of AI, we can enhance our skills and move ourselves in next generation of AI. Yeah. So here, with the help of with coming to the last tool. So from here we come to end of the discussion, from to the end of the topic. And yes, do we have any questions? Let me see in the chat window.
Hi, Mayur. There are a few questions before Himanshu. Please, can you check out and can you reply for that?
Yeah. So I will just go through few of the questions before Himanshu. There is 1940 AI, but how without computing processes? So if you see 1940 to 1950 onwards, it is from Anju ma'am. So 1940 to 1950 onwards, sir, it was a theoretical concept of AI which was being implemented, that how theoretically automation and computing power will be helping us in future. So post that, the things went to the conference and how intelligently the systems and processes were built. That was shown. But it was the concept which was theoretically present that time. And people were working on executing for the larger run. Moving to Himashu's question, can you just list out and share various GenAI tools that you are covering as a part? Yes, surely I will share with it. I've been through all the I've shown all the tools as well, like Anet and everything, and you will get you will get an overview also of that. How to create like Anet. I didn't get your question. You mean that you want to ask like how to create an N8N node, or you want to listen how to create an N8N workflow? So if it is a workflow, then there is a tutorial which is already there on N8N. You can go through it, and also you can figure out. It is a self-learning kind of thing. You can ask on N8N itself. There will be basic nodes which will be available in add symbol, as I've shown during the session as well. So you can, with the help of symbols and with the help of basic nodes, you can integrate these tools in your N8N, and you can make your credentials configured with that and make the tool live. Can we integrate N8N in different applications like Python? So no, N8N is a no-code tool. It is not a code tool. So no-code and low-code tools are basically having their own canvas. And for Python use and all that, we will be requiring code-based tool. So that cannot be possible. But if you want to integrate it with Python, you can create an own workflow automation also in Python itself. Yes, if you want, then you can go through the different types of templates also. Neeraj, there are different templates available, and few of the templates I have shared also during the session. So you can reconnect that. This recording will be available. And if you want more templates to be generated, so the best tool that I've showed you, you can take help of ChatGPT, and you can ask to create a node in JSON format. It will give you a JSON format. Just copy it, paste it in N8N, and an entire structure is ready for you. Just configure your credentials to the strings, give the system messages, and your workflow will be ready. So you don't need to just create one by one node as well. Okay. So let me share my screen and answer question of Bodhu Sri Pawan sir. So yes, I will share. I will share my screen and I will explain you how N8N is working and how N8N is performing. Okay. So this is my terminal. Okay, I'm sharing my terminal. So in my terminal, whatever I have done in N8N, everything is visible. So this is an offline and completely offline tool. It is installed in my system as well. So this installation I have done. So if you want to command install N8N npm, so from here my browser started a local host. That means it is creating a local server only limited for my system, which is accessible only from this laptop as well. Nobody, even if you look at typing it in your laptop, you won't be able to visible it. You won't be able to view it. And after that, there is an sign-in process also which has been there. After that, only your credentials will be activated, and you will be able to see the canvas. Okay, so it is completely secure. The credentials are secured, and as of now, I've seen lots of organizations are using it as well. Okay, and we can use it for internal training, and none of the things can be exposed. Yes, but yes, for that you need a proper expert who can guide you in step by step in enhancing these skills as well. Okay, so coming to PSG, what are difference between Gen AI and Agentic AI? So generative AI is what? So understand from a concept. So kind of a conversational chatbot. If you look from a conversational chatbot which is having a brain, that is an generative AI in a very short and very simple way. With the help of generative AI, you can generate different types of images, videos, text, prompts, anything you can generate. But that will be only from generation perspective. If you want to execute any command, like the generated drafted email, if you want to send it, the agentic AI framework will come in between. It will help, the agents will help you in to copy and drag down your entire mail, drafted email to your mailbox, to your chat window, and send it. So it was a workflow that I showed you from from getting the description to execution. That is what generative AI and agentic AI is different. And it is a complete different framework. And once you start using it, you will get to know. Because as I showed you during the time in VS Code, so the root code that I was using it, that is an agent that it was executing each and every command, whatever I have asked to do. So agents are the one who executes each and everything, right? Executes the command and helps us in completing the task fast. And generative AI will only help the what we call as the agents to give the suggestions, to give the extensions, like how the thing should be done, that these are the steps you follow and you can execute this command. But agentic AI will be executing your further commands as well. So that's the difference between generative AI and agentic AI. So moving to Sandeep Ji's again, most of the organization restricted using ChatGPT and Copilot. Then how we can use AI in different applications? That's what I said. So it is a very important question that Sandeep Ji has asked. Even the people, the organizations are restricting it to use ChatGPT or any other Copilot because it is a web-based application. People started sharing their credentials. People started sharing their day-to-day activity to ChatGPT. So that is very dangerous for the organizations and for the data which are encrypted and from the data policy point of view. So you can use this type of offline models there. Offline models will be there in your system whenever you require, whenever you use it. Whenever your system is gone off, your data is also gone, and your offline model will be inactive. So there cannot be any trace or there cannot be any record of your data sharing or data breaching policy there. Okay, Sandeep ji, I hope you answered your questions, right? You can use offline models as well. So AutoCAD, yes. So if I talk from AutoCAD point of view, AutoCAD is again an offline tool which has been used for manually generating lots of things. But if you look from the different types of tools, like if you go for Hugging Faces, and there are different types of model which will help you in downloading and creating AI through different types of AutoCAD files as well there, right? So there is an extension in Hugging Faces. You can use it. Yes, Shivam. Hi. Out of topic. How many? So API capabilities are there, and you can use API. You can use offline in your smartphone as well. I'm using ChatGPT, Gemini in my smartphone as well. No need of API is required. There is a full stack application which is there in my Android, and I can use it immediately. And yes, if you want an offline LLM to be working on your smartphone, so far no, there is no any such application now. But in your laptop, yes, there you can use it. This type of models like Gemini and all. So it is helpful. How it will be helpful for question answer testing and all Q&A testing, these tools anymore. Yes, there are different types of tools as well that will help us in Suhasji in QA testing, quality testing. But yes, again, with the not only tools, you need a proper framework to be designed for QA testing, because what happens is when you are developing an app or something related with the help of AI, you should be having a basic understanding about the writing codes and testing frameworks that AI can use. Okay, so that way you cannot just randomly start building applications with the help of AI. If there is then Q&A testing that is being done, that is doing every now and then you can use these frameworks also. But otherwise, that will be dangerous for us without testing, without using. If you're directly enrolling the app, you're deploying it, then there can be chances of the app to get crashed, or there can be chances of app to get hacked also, or the schema also to be openly published. Or with the help of AI tools, any other AI model or any other tool can access your internal data as well. So not completely you can rely on building applications with the help of AI, right? Swasji, hope I answered your questions. So I guess there are no further questions. We have covered everything, all the questions.
Yeah. So good evening, everyone, dear all. Thank you so much for taking the time to join the Generative AI webinar, and we truly appreciate your participation and engagement throughout the session. And special thanks to Mayur, and we felt that we are in the AI world. So you took us, and we are already came back to the world. That is where we felt the webinar were very informative and very useful. So it was a sharing your valuable insights for helping us to understand depth, what are the possibilities, features, and real world impacts on AI. So this is what we expecting. So I hope we have set an expectation, whatever, and we achieved it. So thank you so much, and to help us to improve and I request all the participants to give your valuable feedback. So that will help us for us to improve, to serve how better we can do. That will be useful. And if anybody needs to understand bit more about any of the generative AI topics, in-depth training, you can reach us directly. We can help you out to understand, and with your team or uh, participants also directly can reach us. We can guide you how can we do the best. So once again, thank you all for the webinar, joining this webinar. Mayur, special thanks to you. It was very awesome for sharing your knowledge throughout this. It was very active for 1.5 hours. We don't know how it went only. It was great. Thank you all for attending this
Thank
webinar,
you so much. Thank you so much,
making this
everybody.
successful.